Are there here with us tonight? How many people are in this church?
There's one in the background there.
There's someone in the background.
Yeah, sort of talking there. Very sort of not really loud. Can you talk a little bit louder if you could, please?
How many of you are here with us?
Did I hear 10?
10.
That was the voice then.
That's what they sound like.
Could you tell us your name, please?
Can you tell us your name? Have you got any messages for us?
Did you just say something there?
Yeah, he said that something.
No, did you say something?
No, when I said, can you leave any messages, I heard something.
There's a female voice, but not through the spirit box.
Oh, right. Hello?
Oh, did you hear that?
What was that?
She said, hello.
Huh?
That's quite
Was
cool.
that a woman? Are you a lady? Are you a lady? Is there anything you'd like to say to us?
I wonder if he likes girls. Have you asked him?
I don't know, I think
Have
it's
you
a
asked
lady.
him? Have you asked
There's a
well,
lady there, I think.
what's
There's a
he?
lady's talking at the moment.
It's a lady, I think, or something.
Yeah.
What is the name of the lady, please?
Do we have a lady here with us? If so, what is your name?
It's going to be interesting, but when you play that back, if
Could
that's
be
what
one
I...
of the ladies that Reverend Kendall used to have here.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah.
I feel there's a lady presence in here in this church as well.
There is quite a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the lady's been picked up before.
Oh, right, yeah, I feel there's a lady here.
But the voice I just then heard said a name, and it could be interesting.
Yeah, I did hear a woman's voice say her name as well.
Reverend Kendall, if you're listening, do you mind Patricia being here? Do you like her?
Are you a lady friend of Reverend Kendall's?
Someone spoke.
Yeah, someone said something.
Do you still, in spirit, do you still have these parties here?
Did they have orgies in the church?
Apparently so, yeah. Did they have orgies here?
Is that true? Was it just hearsay? Is it
Well, we
real?
don't
Yeah,
know.
was it documented?
And 5 or 6
said
people have said that they've actually picked up on another person in the 1800s, basically abducting girls, bringing them back here, having lewd acts, and then afterwards warning them not to say anything, saying they'd get them if they don't, and then they'll let them go. But there's been 5 mediums that have picked up on that.
Do you like the girls here, Reverend? You...
What did he say?
He just spoke, you went yes. Do you like Patricia? Yes, sir.
Huh?
You said yes, sir, I think.
Yes, sir.
You definitely
Both
said
polite
yes.
then.
Yeah.
I said sir, I said sir. Do you want me
Patricia's
to come back again?
Yeah.
Do you want me to return?
Reverend Kendall, would you like Patricia to return?
Would you like me to come again?
It was the same voice again.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to come again if you let me.
You'll have to tell her if you want her to come again, Reverend.
You come in peace.
Reverend Kendall, do you have a girlfriend? Is there some young filly that attracts your attention?
Did he only like the young fillies?
Was it? Yeah. You're certainly a ladies' man, aren't you? Were women attracted to you? Or are women attracted to you? But you don't show yourself, so we can't qualify that, can we?
It's a loud tap there.
Oh, I heard that.
Behind
That
me.
wasn't me.
What's that?
Tap.
A loud tap behind me.
Yeah, I heard it, yeah. I thought it was you.
Oh, no. So when you asked him about all the ladies.
Female.
There's nothing more beautiful, is there, Reverend, than the perfect shape of a female's body.
You're getting all excited.
No, it's just sort of, it's a language that he understands, well, he seems to...
The perfect shape.
Did you prefer the younger ones or the older ones?
Or didn't you mind? Anything will do. Were there other men in the orgies, or was it just all women and you? He must have been a stud to... How old was he? How old were you, Reverend?
Tell me, Reverend, just a straight question, nothing to do with the activities after dark here. How do you feel about people coming to this church, investigators, people that come here to communicate with you? How do you feel about that? Do you enjoy the interaction, or do you dislike it?
Do you like our company, Reverend?
Let me throw a local, they work sometimes. Pat is by origin Irish. Do you mind her being here because she's Irish? Because in that day they had a lot of prejudice, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah.
They didn't like Irish people.
Well, Catholics.
Oh, right, yeah, I was a
Yeah, 'cause
Catholic.
these were Protestants.
Oh, I was a Catholic. I was brought up a Catholic. Do you mind me being an ex-Catholic in your church, Reverend? I know you didn't like the Catholics.
We had some Americans from the New World, from the colonies here the last time I was here, and you certainly enjoyed their company.
Another tap.
That's me. I moved on.
Uh-huh.
You've got good hearing, Eddie.
Do you believe in God, Reverend? I know it sounds a strange question, bearing in mind you're a man of the cloth, but I've met priests and vicars and all kinds that are attached to the church, but that they don't actually believe in it. Do you believe in God? That was a bit of a reaction.
Yeah. Maybe he wants to talk about religion more.
And can I ask you, Reverend, why did you not go into the light? Because you are permanently based here, aren't you? Is it because of the parties that you enjoyed? And how did you feel about Cromwell and his Puritan allies?
What's that?
Said something, yeah.
Something. Oh, he doesn't know. He's something, so.
You see, Cromwell in this country, in Britain, is regarded as a hero because of what he did in regard to Parliament. But in Ireland, he's regarded as a butcher and murderer. But then Derry, I think, was what they attacked. But there's also another massacre that was carried out by the Irish on the English. So what I'm saying is, they're all as bad as each other. And what about the works of Matthew Hopkins and John Stearns, Witchfinder General? Do you subscribe to that? Do you feel that witches should be tried? Do you feel that witches, women that are perhaps a bit strange, a bit odd as they were in those days, did you feel that they deserved to be tried as witches?
Damned something.
Said something.
Damned them, I think.
Did
What's he saying?
you hear that?
Yeah, something was said.
Something I
That,
couldn't
that
hear.
rough voice that he has?
Yeah.
Couldn't hear what was said, but they were saying
Couldn't
in
hear what,
voice.
but something was said.
Sorry, could you repeat that, please, Reverend?
Do you like witches, Reverend, or not?
You like beer, don't you?
Would you like us to bring you some beer next time?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
He said yes.
Right, we'll bring you some beer.
I've got some, actually, there's, just to show the camera, I'm not going to do anything with it. Oh, there's some red wine here that was left in the church, I presume, for a service in the past. Can you smell this, Reverend? I've just opened it. I'm smelling it, so you should pick it up through my senses.
Do you
Can you smell
do
the
you
red
like that
wine?
smell? Oh, no.
Do you like the smell of red wine? Do you like the taste of red wine, Reverend? What is the one thing that you would like that no one's ever asked you that you would love to say? What is the one thing that nobody's ever asked you but you would like to mention? I see the thing that's going through my mind, Reverend, is, and I mean this with no disrespect, but you were never really into this religion thing, were you?
I'll say he was, because I have heard him praying.
You've heard of praying.
So yeah, he was.
So can I ask you, I'm just trying to analyse this in my mind, and I'm not trying to offend you, but can I analyse this? I mean, allegedly you had parties here with wine, women and song. Did that not
Did you just
touch
say,
on your religious beliefs?
like
Did that not run against your own personal beliefs and what you were taught? There's a question of morality and principle, I think, is what we're asking
He
here.
wasn't actually ever doing that, Chris.
What?
It wasn't mine partying the song with him.
He never did it,
No.
but everything's recorded that he did do it.
No,
And I've had him admitting to it.
no, he's never done that.
Well, we've still got to follow this, 'cause
It was
we-
basically him, Thelma, and Walter. Out of three.
Let me ask you a question then. The parties that you had, the get-togethers, were they with Walter and Thelma? Or did you have wild parties involving other people, as you're alleged to have done? Well, you can't say that conclusively.
Yeah, we
I
can.
mean, even the names or anything, none of us can say with certainty.
The thing that I can say is for a dead cert that there isn't a history of that. That's all of what actually been picked up.
You see, we're working
It,
fumes, aren't we?
it said keeping it malignant company, but there's never anything of wild pies. What I've actually picked up here is there's him, Thelma, and Walter. Thelma's gone out, she's getting prostitutes. And he's trying to wipe out prostitution. She's getting prostitutes for him. She's bringing them back, gaining the trust. And that's when Walter and him
This
will
is
take over.
what people have deduced over a period.
And that's because I got it on the board.
Is there anything that he's actually said to that effect, though?
Let's just say
Yeah,
that
I
we've
mean,
heard
what I'm
swearing.
trying to say, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to minimise me saying things to him which aren't true, but on the other side of the coin, I also need to know from him that they're not true.
Oh.
So all this was a not. So you did have women here, but you didn't have big parties involving all the local villagers and whatnot. Is the Reverend Wallapuli here, please? He's never really come across, has he?
Yeah.
Never.
Very,
Felt
very
his presence
rarely
in the
Thomas either.
daytime. I felt his presence, but not at night.
The one thing we do get a lot as a spirit called Margaret.
Marcos,
Margaret.
Margaret.
Now, Wallapuli's wife was called Margaret.
Oh.
Oh, his wife.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Spoke.
Was that Miss? Was that Margaret Wallapuli? Was that you, Margaret? You take over for a bit, Eddie. Why don't you sit down here and have a chat
You ask me to
and take things? I've got a camera on, mate, so you're okay.
you come in the most, so
Okay.
probably respond more to you. I just feel like the lady is
It does, doesn't it?
definitely a lady.
Well, Eddie's moving into the firing range. Go for it, Ed. See what you get, mate. He knows you from old, doesn't he? But time's relative.
Very much so.